No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. What's up? Oh,
I can't say how many of those fucking interviews I've seen.
dude, I love his interviews.
Yeah, dude,
He kills it.
his style, he's fucking cool.
I think he does like freeform shit too. He's just like let's just get up in there and talk.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's definitely like one of the things that gave us the idea to do this.
You don't want a beer, bro? You're good.
No, I'm good. Actually, can I get my feet splashed right here? I'm all stumped back. Yeah, see that?
Yeah, this is a tight setup. I like it.
You guys said you were from Pomona?
Yeah, we're from Pomona. That's Laverne, like Laverne, Pomona. We grew up in Laverne, but now we technically live in Laverne, actually.
Yeah, we're still in the
Yeah, we live in Laverne still.
But it's like it's weird. Our like police and fire are Pomona, but then our water and stuff is Laverne.
So like right on the border.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, our address is the area code of Laverne, but like you have to say Pomona. So like you put Pomona, California, but instead of 91750, you put 9768. I found that out.
Yeah.
For like shipping shit. It's weird.
My license is wrong.
Oh,
I just updated it.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
It probably gets confusing, huh?
Yeah, honestly, it's really confusing. But I love our new house.
Yeah, we just moved in together, so it's been cool.
Alright, so since you guys are a duo, first
Wait,
of all,
hold on,
this is
yeah, get that part.
this is Marvel's guys.
Yo,
Good.
Word.
How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. So since you guys are our first duo, I think we're gonna do this a little bit different this time. We're gonna take like a quick recap of you guys as individuals beforehand.
Yeah,
and then we'll do the whole Marvel's thing.
That's
after.
cool.
Alright.
Whoever wants to go first, bro.
alright, and then
You can go first.
alright.
So we'll just get like the roots, man. Like where you from? Like originally, like what you do as a kid, stuff like that.
Alright, well, we grew up in Laverne. We went to the same elementary school. We went through actually all the schools together. And then,
Childhood friends.
Yeah, since 5th grade.
Yeah.
You guys, so like friends since
Yeah.
school.
Yeah. We have like a group of like 6 friends that just always stay together. But, yeah, we grew up in Laverne. I played a lot of sports, growing up. But my whole family has always been music like oriented. My dad was a drummer, and then my brother, he's a production manager for like Golden Voice and like I don't know, just other companies basically. And my brother has been in like death metal and like a bunch of death metal bands and everything, and now he's making a lot of R&B. But I've just always been around music, and then basically I just started going to EDM festivals, and then just eventually just wanted to start making music and DJing. I started out DJing first. I've been DJing for like 2 years now, and
it's been a while.
Yeah, that was like what I did for that was like all I did for the longest time. He actually picked up producing way before I did, and like he was like basically just doing all the production, and like I would just dabble around in it. But I purchased CDJs, and that's just like all I did was just DJ. But I produce now, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
What came first, sports or music?
Well, they were completely separate actually. Like when I was all through up until like sophomore year, I broke my arm, so I stopped all sports. I wasn't able to do anything.
Was that kind of like that push that gave you the?
Not really. It was honestly, it was.
When did you break your arm?
I broke my arm sophomore year.
Yeah, so
sophomore year I broke my arm, and then
sophomore year we started going to like little raves in the area too. So like
just like local raves.
So it was definitely like that's where you like started like liking the music and shit. It was around there. But
in Laverne, you're probably close to like the San Bernardino events.
Yeah, they have Gotham. But I don't think you ever went to Gotham. But no, Gotham was in San Bernardino, but we had the Glass House. Did you ever go to Global Unity?
Yes. Yeah,
Global Unity was my first rave, so that was probably his. And that was like around 2010, 2011. So that was like a little ass like. It was funny. It was
yeah,
weird.
and then we just and then that didn't really like the whole breaking my arm thing, that was just, sports was something that was just done in, like, throughout my life. I wasn't going to go on and do anything afterwards. That was never the plan. But basically music just, like, it was just something that I was just drawn to. And then I picked up DJing, and I picked it up, like, pretty quick. And then we just decided one day that we were like, yo, let's do this. Like, let's, you know, form a duo and, like, actually try to, like, make something out of this. And, yeah, and ever since then, it's just been music 24/7, no sports at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about you, man?
How'd you begin? How'd you get started?
Get started making music?
Start. You grew up in Laverne as well?
I grew up in Laverne. Well, I grew up in Arizona through up to 5th grade.
Okay.
And then I moved out here in 2005 and did 5th grade. And that's where I met him in 5th grade.
You two are how old?
I'm 24.
23.
23.
Yeah.
And then, so basically, like, just went through school. Like, I didn't play sports, but I like I said, went to Global Unity and shit. And then, like, that's where I like loved the music. I actually had this homie named Dennis. He showed me like a light show, and then it was like Gummy. Remember that shit? Gummy light show or something. And then I just loved the music from there. Started listening to dubstep like right away. Like, and then but I was listening to a bunch of other shit too at the same time. But and then I started I picked up FL Studio, like maybe like 2012, maybe 2011. I didn't graduate yet, and then just made shitty beats like all the time, and and then I had like a shitty controller to like practice DJing on, and then I actually had a solo name in the beginning, Grime Sauce. Grime Sauce. DJ Grime Sauce. And I would fucking play. I played one show with He Threw It, and I played like a solo show, and it was like shitty as fuck. But it was like my first experience. It was without him. We weren't a duo.
What was shitty about it?
I sucked ass. I was just terrible. I didn't know what I was doing. Even if I practiced in my room, I brought my Newmark $100 controller and just plugged in, and it was just it just sucked. It was just terrible, but it was an experience, and it made me show that I really liked it, and then just kind of just kept practicing from there, man. That's all I've been doing since I graduated high school. That's it.
So you guys were class of what year?
2012.
Yeah, 2012. Yeah.
Or 2013.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. That's close. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So was the whole music thing an easy decision for both of you guys? It seems like you were pretty set on doing the music thing. What about you?
Yeah, I was pretty set. I don't think well, you know what? I went to film school 2013, and I was doing film school for a year and a half, and I ended up dropping out. And I think that was because at the time I was producing, and I was producing while at film school, in between classes and shit. And I was like, well, I don't want to do film. The film industry is crazy, dude. They tell you when you get in there, you might be wasting your money because the percentage is 2% actually go into the industry. And they tell you that, and I'm like, fuck, dude. And so I just did that, and I dropped out a year and a half in, and then that's when I really started pushing for music. I quit my job for 8 months, and then just produced for 8 months straight, to learn the DAW and all that shit. And then it came down to you know, I want to fucking just produce every day, and that's what I've been doing since. It's been pretty tight.
So when did you drop the film school?
I think that was almost 2014.
2014.
I think it was just a little bit into 2014.
So when did you guys get together?
I think we might have been together.
Yeah, we were
right around that time.
Yeah.
It was maybe 2014. We talked about it, and then I think we made all of our social media accounts in
January
2015.
2000. It might have been 15.
Because on our Twitter it says join 2015, so I think it might be around.
Did you have a solo name?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, DJ Delish.
Oh, word.
He
He didn't have a solo.
No, but it was just we DJed just literally parties. I was just.
We played a hip hop party together one time,
dude. That was the first.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Paid, and that shit was crazy.
It was in Rancho, and it was a poppin' house. They had you know those storage buckets where you put clothes in when you're moving and shit.
Yeah.
Big ass ones. It was just one of those full of jungle juice, and everyone was just like getting fucked up. And then it was just like we were playing like top 40. Like
we hooked up to Wi-Fi. So they would literally tell us a song and we would pull it
download
up.
the song.
Yeah,
we'd rip it from YouTube.
Yeah, dude.
We did YouTube to MP3. Like
Literally, because we didn't know that music
we
at
thought
all.
we were prepared, and they were requesting shit, and we were just like, dude, I have no idea anything they're requesting right now.
And we were like, do you have Wi-Fi?
They're like, yo, we need the Wi-Fi, dude.
So was that like one of the first big events for Marvels?
I think it technically was. It was like it was a big ass house party.
It was cool. Yeah, that was crazy.
And we played for like 4 hours.
Yeah,
yeah, it was crazy. We just were we were running off YouTube to MP3, just fucking next song like they would request because they're constantly requesting songs. Like we're just like whatever, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, but it was cool. That was actually really fun. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Have you guys done any other house parties like that?
We used to DJ our homies' house parties. Like we have homies that work for Insomniac now, and one of them actually throws shows. But we would just like do house parties like at like for all them. But we would play dub and shit because everyone was into it. So like we would just like be like
literally setting
pretty much practicing.
Setting up the mixer on like their stove and like hooking up like
one
of our monitors over and like that would be
we'd have a KRK.
Yeah.
And just put KRK in the like kitchen.
Most minimal.
It's so funny, but it's practice, you know. We were just like
and that was
it was a lot of fun though, because it was all like homies from like our city and shit, and we were just fucking around. Like we would just like hop on and off, and sometimes we'd like maybe even put on a mix and just go drink or come back, and like it was cool. It was a lot of fun.
At this point, were you guys deep into DJing, but were you guys pretty deep into producing as well, as far as putting music out?
I was not.
You know what? We were putting music out, but it was like really bad. So like we deleted it all.
We still have one song.
Yeah, there's some things like but we have like a really shitty song that's like on iTunes. It sucks ass. I don't know how to get it off, but
we've messaged a bunch of times
because it was through some guy. Like he had a small label, and like at the time he liked it, but like if you go back to it, we're just like, God damn, man, like I want that gone.
Yeah, take that back.
Yeah, please. So, but anyway, like we were making like pretty like bad music and just. We dropped
multiple house songs.
What was it? We made a house flip of a Bass Nectar song. What was that Bass Nectar song?
Basshead.
Basshead. We did like a house flip of it, and it was really whack. But that was like our first thing we put out, I think.
Yeah, it was.
But it's all part of the process. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna do that no matter what in the beginning. So, but yeah, we scrapped all that before. I had a hard drive crash on me too, so I lost a lot of that early shit too.
What else did you guys experiment with? Other genres?
Everything, I think, almost. Like I've never made trance, but like
I like making jump up.
Jump up's really cool. I make I actually have an Alias and like I have an EP release, and I make like weird bass music. Like I have one. There's like I guess freeform bass. Like I don't. You guys know like. It's like Wook music, like pretty much. It's Wook shit. Yeah. It's just like like you know Charles the First, or like Space Jesus, like and shit like that, like shit like that. But I have like a DMV tune on there, like so I fuck with everything, like, and I've always made house. I've always made like, and I've always tried to make dubstep. But for the longest time, I was super discouraged because dubstep is very hard to make. Like, and I never liked using presets, so I would always put like myself down because I couldn't do the sound design. But after a while, just doing straight sound design, like you can figure out like how it works, and then like time, and then practice more, and I can make dubstep. And I was like, hell yeah, this is like what I want to stay making.
So when did the dubstep come in for both of you guys?
We've always liked dubstep.
Yeah. No,
I used to listen to producing. Oh, okay, producing. Fuck. Maybe like, I do have like this like RIDDIM-y type tune, and it like, I think it's still on SoundCloud and it says 2015.
Yeah, it's on private.
Yeah, it's on private, but like, it's nothing that great. But it was like practicing like to make dubstep. So like since like 2015, I've been like making dubstep, but. I didn't like start liking my dubstep till maybe like a year or more, maybe a year and a half ago. But I still, you never really like your tunes. Like the more you hear it, the more like you don't like it. So for me anyway. some people do like what they make, and maybe I'm sure Virtual Right loves his music. Like I love it too. So, but yeah, that's just a part of it. Like I love it though. I love it.
What were your like musical influences growing up? Because you said you had someone do death metal or something like that.
Oh yeah, well my brother, yeah, he was part of like a crazy death metal scene. I don't even know if it's death metal. Honestly, people probably
What was
disagree, but it's like
Dead in Existence?
Yeah, Dead in Existence was his band that he had with his friends, and that got pretty big. And then he was with Winds of Plague, and he was one of their drummers. But
he's a badass drummer.
yeah, my brother's an amazing drummer. Like it's
So
crazy.
like double pedal bass and shit. It's so sick, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then at one point, with my brother, who was the production manager, he was working at the Glass House, and it was really cool because I was obviously brought up there, and he was doing the lights while my brother was playing. You know, like he was playing his set. So it was really cool, and like that's what like really made me like I want to be in this. Like sports was like something that was just like in high school and like everything beforehand. But like honestly, once I saw that was a big turning point of just like, yo, I want to do music, and EDM was like always there. And then I just like fell in love with dubstep, and dubstep's just been my life for like 3 or 4 years.
Is it your dad that is a DJ too? Or
No.
Work with music, something like that.
No, my dad was a drummer.
He was a drummer.
Yeah. He was just a drummer for like cover bands, a lot of cover bands and stuff. But like all growing up, I would just go see him perform.
So music is just like part of your family, basically.
Yeah, all the time. I grew up and like I just remember being at my house and like all the time there was just jam sessions the whole time.
Yeah.
My dad was in like multiple bands, so my house was always loud and always had music playing for sure.
So why do you guys feel like you guys ended up doing the whole dubstep thing?
Well, I love dubstep, and honestly,
I think dubstep's sick.
the reason I don't think like I'll ever get tired of it because with just with like sound design and everything I keep learning,
I got tired of it for a little bit.
I
Like
can just keep
the
going.
bro steppy era.
Is that what you guys listen to like on a regular basis?
No,
No.
not anymore. I listen to hip hop and retro wave and synth wave, and like that's like pretty much like it right now. And then like when I pretty much like I listen to like dubstep through Twitter. Like I listen to a lot of my friends' shit, and like I just kind of like what if someone reposts something, I'll listen to it right then and there, and then like if I want to like it, I'll just like open it in SoundCloud and like it. But like I don't actively listen to much dubstep anymore. And I don't. It's not because I don't like. I still love it. It's one of my favorite things to listen to. But I just honestly, I think because most of my free time, I make music.
Yeah.
So it's hard to just listen to music. Like at work, I don't listen to music, and like it's kind of just like
The only time I really listen to music is literally just driving to and from work. That's pretty much it. And then like other than that, it's just like I don't just sit in my house and just listen to music.
I should though. I should listen to it, but at the same time, it's pretty good. So you're not too influenced by other people. Like you don't want to just be ripping people off. You know, even on accident. You know, you just listen to something and you like it. You want to make something like it. You know what I mean? Like exactly. So like, but at the same time, it all depends on who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think with a lot of artists, like when you're producing and when you're making the music, like you're already putting so much time into that.
It's all
so
day.
like yeah, exactly. So on the outside of it, you want to definitely like explore.
Yeah,
into
definitely.
Other genres.
You definitely get
music.
some like ear fatigue too. Like I bump
That's
my own music all the time, so like I like to listen to more quiet music, like when I'm not like
dubstep
listening to my
rhythm
own
all day.
exactly. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like and I like blast my shit too. So like it's right, my speakers are right in front of my face, and I just blast it. And
Yeah,
like
you have to blast it.
sometimes I listen to a snare for fucking like like 10 minutes, and it's just like okay. So like it's just yeah, I definitely get some ear fatigue for sure. So I want to listen to something more soft and like chill.
How do you guys go about like your days? Do you guys have like a schedule? You guys
I've tried to have schedules. Basically, like I've had schedules before, but a lot of times like I don't follow them because like if I, like, for example, I do a schedule and I want to finish this tune, but what if I have writer's block? If I have writer's block, I want to make something else because I'm obviously having trouble with that. I want to like focus my creativity somewhere else. So like usually like the schedule just didn't work for me. So like I kind of just go with the flow. Like especially when I have writer's block, it's kind of like I'm everywhere, and writer's block just happens. Like I have writer's block right now. I think I've had it for like 2 weeks, and so like it's kind of just like a thing that happens, and like once you get out of writer's block, it's like the best feeling, and you always get out of writer's block. You know what I mean? So eventually, so like at the moment, I have no schedule, and I'm kind of just like fucking around with a bunch of shit. Like I make intros and shit because like writer's block. It's usually writer's block with sound design. So like I don't want to keep making the same shit I've made already. Yeah. So it's pretty much it just comes down to like my mood is really what it is. Schedule doesn't really work for me. Yeah,
and I can't really schedule just because my job is really sporadic and I get called on like emergencies.
He's like on call, so
like I can be sitting there and like just locked in producing, and then I get called to work. But it's basically my studio is my room, so I'm just in there all day, and that's just like I don't have a schedule of like what I'm gonna make or anything like that. It's just whatever I feel. That's pretty much.
I think that's also the best thing because like creative flow is like probably the most important thing in production.
I made like some of the like best times I've had, I guess, sound designing. Like some of the best sounds I've made have been when I was like messing with jump up, just because like I don't know.
It makes you think differently.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to go for a different sound, and so like I think that's. It opens up your like creativity to like new things, and I think that really helps a lot.
What's your guys' living situation? You guys live together, correct?
Yeah.
Do you think that has helped you guys in terms of helping each other? All right, let's get on this. Let's do shit.
You know, I don't know. I think so. I mean, but even when we didn't live together, it's like I was always at his house anyway. Like, we've always, ever since we like have been a duo, we're just like we were always hanging out. Like every time I was making music, like I was at his house because I couldn't make music at my house, so I was pretty much in his garage, like in the beginning, just making tunes, or
that was our studio.
Or like when I wasn't able to go there, like I'd be sitting in Starbucks with my headphones and just like making tunes in Starbucks because at my house it was just like it didn't really like I don't know, the environment didn't work for me to like make music.
Not accepted?
No, it's definitely my parents are like more supportive than I ever asked for. But I think it was just like I don't know. I don't know. I just couldn't make music at my house. It was a really weird thing. Like I just didn't have any like I felt like the creativity was like sucked out. And once I got out of the house, I was able to like focus. So and I don't know. I can't really explain why, but that's just how it was at the time. But yeah, like I would just spend. We would always just spend the time together and just fucking make tunes.
Did you have like any family members or anything, friends do music growing up, or was it?
I don't know. I don't have like any. I never.
So everything was like brand new.
Pretty much like pretty much. The only thing was I took guitar class in 8th grade. So like I learned like notes and scales and like that kind of transfers over to piano in a theory sense. Mm-hmm. So, but it's still like I don't play piano like but I do know my basic music theory that gets me along. But never had any family members growing up. I never was around like anyone that was making music really. So it was all new to me once I started getting into it for sure. But I was able to pick it up like I don't know. I feel like it took me longer than most people because I know people that were able to pick up music in like a year. But for me, like it took like I've been producing for maybe like 6 years. Well, since what was 2000 end of 2011? What was that like?
7 years.
Yeah, like around 7 years. But like seriously for like maybe 3 to 4. But yeah, it's just it was definitely new to me like when I started, so it was all from scratch.
When did it turn serious for you guys?
like 3 to 4 years ago. Like for producing for me, like the whole like DJing aspect. Like we were doing clubs, like the whole like ticket selling thing, like for like Yoast when it was around for White Rabbit. Played the Skybox. Did you guys ever go to Skybox?
Yeah, a couple times.
Or just the Yoast in general, and the Skybox. But the Yoast was pretty sick. I liked it. But Exchange, he was able to actually like DJ when he wasn't even 21.
Yeah, we DJed Exchange cool. Multiple. We DJed Exchange multiple times. When I wasn't even 21 yet, because he's older than me by like.
But it was strict, like it was like monitored and everything.
Yeah, like, and I had to go. If you were to show up early, if I showed up late, then we would lose it. So he had to show up early to get me in, and then like I had to basically I didn't have to leave right when our set was over, but like if I got caught drinking, it was just couldn't. Like, they would just explain it was gonna be.
It's like, bad business anyway.
Banned and everything, so.
I'm surprised that like don't just let artists in. You know? I'm surprised that like
check. Yeah, no, definitely. Honestly. Well, I think it's different because it was the gallery.
Yeah,
so
it was just the gallery stage downstairs, and it's just a side stage. But still,
I think for a headliner, it definitely is an exception for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, and then what did we do? Avalon 2 for Mayhem. That was like a little run we did, but it was like. I don't know. It was a good practice and good to see like get in the industry and like all that stuff. But yeah, we were just doing shows for that like off and on, and it was I didn't really take it too seriously, but it was cool. Like it was a lot of fun. Like I didn't know where it was going until like maybe like we got consistent shows with Wasted for a while.
So and like what was that?
That was fuck.
It was like 2000.
It's coming up on 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I think it's just. I mean, it might be past 2 years ago.
Yeah, we were.
Around 2016.
We were with Wasted from the very beginning, and then.
Yeah, we were there for the first meeting.
Yeah, exactly, and that actually helped us a lot. Like that helped us.
That was a lot of fun.
We got a lot of like experience playing shows first off, and then we got to see like how the industry is. And that's what honestly, it definitely made us more serious and more like this is like.
Yeah, we got a lot more serious about it, and they pushed us to be more serious about it too as well. So like, a lot of people there, like we ended up getting like a lot of the DJs there were like a lot of good people. Like Black Jesus.
Yeah.
That's where we met Black Jesus. Like we met like so many like of our good industry friends we've been friends with for a while. Like we met Ross like Long Beach, and like it was just a really cool experience. Like being able to like, it kind of put us like really in like on the forefront of the industry to see how everything is and like understand how to navigate around it. Because like it could be really daunting at first, like trying to figure out like I mean, there's no clear path to anything, but like it definitely helps you navigate like. Just the whole industry in general, like how to be around people, like you don't want to be too forward, you got to understand like the social norms of it all, So that was really good practice, like green room, being in the green room with artists,
being with artists, like associating with artists.
That was a big thing. We met like a lot of artists, and we're able to conversate with a lot of like big artists that we look up to and stuff, and like meet them and talk to them, and like it would happen like every week almost. Yeah. So like it was just constant, and it was just like. We were constantly getting like tips from them, or just talking to them, just like bullshitting, just in general, like understanding how everything works and like just getting to know those people, like how people are, like because that was my first like getting into the industry was my first thing out of high school. That was like a big social like I'm meeting this person, like I would meet people every week, new people every week. So it was like you got to really understand how to be like. Yeah. Someone to talk to people all the time.
Yeah, you made that shit like first like initial dive, and then like you kind of figured out how everything works, and then you were kind of
exactly.
What point in time was that? 20.
That started 2016. Yeah. It was like they started getting pretty good shows right away. Like they had Dubloads, in Long Beach, and Dubloads was really cool when we first met him and shit. And like he like loved our set and everything, and he talked to us about it. And
didn't he like tweet about it or something?
Yeah, he tweeted the first time like about us, saying like I don't know, he said something, but it was really cool like being able to see that, and like it was just really humbling like experience. And then like he saw us again in Huntington Beach, and then like we played, I think, direct support for someone, and he was just there, and he just saw our set, and he just absolutely loved it, and like tagged us on Twitter and shit, and like we got to talk to him, like one of the coolest dudes like we've ever met. He's so cool, dude. Like, and he's just like being able to meet someone like that, and like someone that I've looked up to for a long time. Like I've listened to Doublets for a really long time, and like that's like one of the like biggest driving things for sure. Like the support, like just being able to like look over and he's watching like us play is like one of the coolest things. And, like that's crazy motivating. Yeah, he was getting down. It was cool. It was really cool. So that's really motivating.
Is getting to meet somebody that you basically grew up listening to, at some point, does it make you think like, oh damn, like we're actually doing this, you know? Like
that
definitely that happened a lot.
Happened.
Happened a lot of times, and it was just like that's like the whole experience with Wasted. Like just for me, it was just solidified that this is what we're doing, and like. Yeah, there's like no ifs, ands, or buts. Like this is it. Like this is what we're going for.
The traction started happening. Like,
yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you're probably backstage and looking around, and it's all like your artists, and like, it's not at that point where you're just like, you're not looking up to them. You're in the same room as them.
No, you're on. In that moment, you're on their level. Like, even though technically you're not, it's just in that moment, everyone that's in the green room is like, no one's like, oh, like, well. If you're clearly like whack, they're like, who the fuck is this? But like no one's like, who the fuck is this? It's like you're in there for a reason for the most part.
Yeah.
Some people slip in and they're like, but yeah, like for the most part, it's just like you're on that respected level and you can talk to them like as a person.
Yeah,
and it's so cool, man. It's so cool because it's motivating. It's really motivating, and I've been able to like do that for so many people I look up to. Like I've been able to like have so many conversations with like sudden death, and like just being able to talk to him as a person, like and understanding like where he's at. Like some people like I know a couple people that are just like completely tripped out by the fact, but it's like to know him as a person, it's like, dude, I can do this shit too. Like it's really cool. Like be able to talk to everyone like that, and yeah, it's been dope. Wasted was cool, like for all that.
When you meet people like that, has there been a point where you're just like kind of like starstruck and you're just like, oh shit?
You know, at first, I remember like when we first met Doublets and stuff, it was like trying not to fangirl and all that stuff, and like trying not to be like yo, like what's up, you know, like trying not to be all crazy, but but we got so many experiences to like practice that.
Yeah.
So now it's just like. Now, like meeting people, I don't know. It's just it's nothing. It's like, oh, I can just go. This is an actual.
It gets a lot easier too. Yeah, like even after the first time, it's just like, you know what, like, because I think as a fan, you kind of like have this like fiction to them. You know what I mean? It's just like you have no idea who they are. You just see their brand. So like. You really see them like as like their music until you actually meet them, and then you're like you know, they're always like cool as fuck, man. Like everyone I've met is cool as fuck. So and motivated to the max, like, and everyone especially in the dubstep scene. I've heard like people outside the dubstep scene can be pretty like snobby, but like a lot of the people in the dubstep scene that I met, a lot of big artists, they're all humble as fuck, dude. And cool. So, and have no problem talking with any, like, even fans. Like, it's really tight.
Who are, like, some of the bigger names that you guys have played the support for?
Fuck. Okay, so, Downlink, God, it's been so many, man.
Let me see.
These have a list?
I mean,
I can just...
What about, like, just notable ones?
Well, Sudden Death, AFK, Wooly, shit, man, Sonium Sound, Volbeat,
Kramer, Subtronics,
Kramer, Dak Daniels, fuck, man, a lot of people. We've been back to back with Al Ross a couple times, back to back with Yaks and Griefer one time. That was really cool. And that's like, those experiences are really like, because I've looked up to Yaks like for a while, like, and that's really cool to like be able to like do that. And he's one of the coolest people I've met, like 100 hands down one of the coolest people I've met. So like to be able to do that with someone that like I've known him through his music before, and then like being able to like befriend him, that was really cool, like too, and motivating, like I said, like so. But yeah, we direct support for like so many people, man. Like they really like Wasted really fucked with us, like so they would put us on to like to people that we looked up to, like because they really fucked with us, and like and so we would just like be doing direct support for like all these people, and just like that's what got us to meet them and all that stuff too. So yeah.
Who are like your guys' friends, like industry friends? Like, do you guys like hang out with other artists, or who do you guys like?
We don't really hang out
make music with, or prefer to make music with, kind of thing. Mostly
like people we see like often are like Black Jesus, like Defree. We see Level. Like Level is actually like one of our really good friends that like he's another one of like the best people I've met.
Next week.
Oh, gee, yeah. He's seriously like he's so cool, man. He's really cool. And like Mantic, we're friends with Mantic. Like a lot of people, but we don't like hang out with a lot of people like outside of like shows and stuff. We kind of like, I don't know. We live pretty far, also. Being in Pomona, everyone lives in LA area, so you kind of gotta like make it a big deal to like hang out. So, but yeah, we've hung out with like all them, and it's really cool. They're all really good to hang out with.
So what do you guys see? You guys like plans like next year?
Next year?
Here till another year.
Another year from now?
Yeah. What do you guys got going on?
I guess more like go for more label releases. Like we have we dropped one on Doom. Doom, like the dudes at Doom really fuck with us, and like I'm down to work with them again. We actually have a tune coming out with Two-Face, coming out in a month on Doom. So more label releases like that, like I'm not saying like black label or anything, but just
building, keep doing releases, and yeah, just keep building and keep growing. Because like honestly, I guess just take it how it comes. Like, we're just constantly releasing music, and, since we've been taking this year and literally just releasing music every month, we've really gained a lot of traction.
Yeah, because in December,
compared to what we have the prior 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So like
especially on the online aspect, because like in doing shows, like with all those like Avalon and all that, and then with Wasted, you get like a lot of LA like crowd fans, but like they've only seen you DJ. Mm-hmm. So like that was happening for the most part, and then like the reason we're not with Wasted anymore is because we were just like, we wanted to like be releasing our music and like really focus on the music aspect, because like when you're DJing and you're not, because we weren't really releasing very many tunes while we were DJing, because it kind of takes a lot of like, well, especially it's a lot of time to do like weekly shows.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort, and especially to it was honestly, it was just a lot of effort, honestly, you
just have to put in a lot of work.
And it was a lot of time.
For a company.
It was based out of Huntington Beach, so that's an hour, that's like 2-hour commute, like
on top of work.
Twice a week. And then we both work and everything like that. So it was a lot, and like I said, like we learned a lot. But taking this past almost year
since
now,
December.
This past almost year, we've literally just been constantly have releases, and we have releases lined up. We have
because that's really the main thing. Like you can DJ forever, but you're only gonna hit a certain cap. Mm-hmm. But like when you're actually become like an artist is when you start releasing your own tunes, and like like I said, we've always been dropping our own tunes on SoundCloud, but it wasn't anything notable. Like so like only as of like maybe the past years when we started like putting stuff on SoundCloud that we actually
cleared. Yeah, we cleared all the stuff prior.
We cleared
a bunch of stuff prior, and that actually we used to put up mixes. There was a mix on there that was a bass house mix, and it all
We used to have a genre killers, like we had 4 volumes of genre killer mixes, and we would play like every like
all
genre that we like maybe like 4 genres in one mix. But like, you know, since then it's kind of been our brand is like centered around dubstep, so that's kind of the way it's gonna be.
Yeah. So like the new
for the most part.
Like just
DJing will keep you relevant. Like producing will help you grow.
It'll keep you DJing will keep you local for the most part. Like that's another thing. Like another goal of mine is to not play so many local shows. Kind of like we just got booked in Vegas, which is amazing. Like and like
for a Trampa, right?
Yeah. This the Nericid like takeover at Hard Rock. And it's gonna be like. That's like a huge opportunity for us, and like we're so excited about that, and like that like really makes me like want to like shoot for maybe like, you know, just grow out of the LA area, like because we've been doing shit in LA for so long that like and pretty much all of our fan base is in LA for the most part until recently. It's sort of like since we've started having consistency on SoundCloud, it gets you people from elsewhere, so like it's been really good in that aspect for sure.
What do you feel like helps you the most in terms of a marketing aspect and music? I think label releases.
I think that's your biggest statement.
And I think marketing is a big thing. It's a huge thing. You can make the best song in the world, but if no one hears it, who cares? And the thing is like I think. You can't, like, a lot of people just focus on, like, just promotion and, like, building their Instagrams and stuff like that, and then they don't have, like, music.
It works for the short term, but you won't have longevity.
Like, it works for short term, and, like, it makes you look big to, like, I guess, your friends and stuff, but...
You could have 20,000 followers on Instagram and, like DJ and shit, but your brand is gonna be hollow. Like, it's not gonna have substance. Like, people are only gonna see you for your sets. Or like your Instagram posts, but like something that someone can listen to every day, or like if you have Twitter, like you're like engaging with your fans every day and shit. Like that means so much more than anything else, really. I think it's some of the most important things for sure.
Is that something you guys like to do then?
Yeah, I love doing that, man.
Twitter's been a big thing.
I think Twitter is one of the most important things. Facebook sucks ass.
Yeah, Facebook.
Instagram starting to suck ass. The stories helped a lot. But like
stories do help a lot.
Instagram switched up their algorithm all weird to show you like shit from 3 days ago that I've seen. So
yeah, it's honestly
But Twitter is like the one thing that stayed consistent, and like you have a timeline, and you just like from something that was posted right here is at the top like 3 seconds ago. Something 20 hours is going to be down there. So like, and you could always go to the profile, super easy, like, and you can just put your thoughts out there and like show people like who you are and like engage with people. And like, I just fucking post memes, like, and like, I love memes. So I just post memes and shit, like, and just, it's funny and it's fun. And it kind of like gives some more substance to your brand and like show people who you are and stuff like that. And I think it's really important.
Yeah, social media is definitely one of those things that lets you get your personality across.
For sure, yeah.
Especially it's definitely one of those things with like the memes and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
no, definitely.
Like,
shows people your humor, man.
Yeah, exactly.
If people like your humor,
one of those things that people love.
For sure, that's one of the like most connecting things, man. So like. And I love humor, so like if I have a chance to like, you know, show my humor to people, I'll put that shit on Twitter. Like it's fun.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the things we have to like get going.
I think it's important. Like I've told some of my like producer friends, I was like, dude, just post some fucking memes on Twitter, man. Like your fans will like it. Like people will like it. Yeah. Like it's funny. Like it's fun.
In the dubstep RIDDIM scene is like Facebook, like the biggest social media, would you say?
Facebook.
I don't even touch Facebook, man.
Yeah, I have, like, my whole feed is just dubstep producers, which is pretty cool. I like it. But as far as, like, as I guess reach, it's definitely, to me, it seems like the most organic. Like, if your Facebook is pretty built, I feel like you can't, like, maybe you can now, but like buy likes and like buy follows and stuff. You can on Instagram and all that stuff, and like people can use like a bunch of bots and things like that. The only thing for Facebook is really inviting people, and like you have to personally do that or have like fans or people who really fuck with you invite a bunch of people.
Plus, like a lot of people, I feel like from our generation doesn't really fuck with Facebook that much.
Yeah,
and just in general, you know,
especially
what I mean?
in like California, like I've heard like California is like the 1% of like. Well, I mean, here in like New York,
it's very progressive.
Yeah, so like the rest of the country is where like Facebook users kind of like live. Really.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I don't fuck with Facebook. Like, I have it, like, but I don't know, man. I just can't. I don't like the format. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's really toxic too. I see a lot of stupid shit on there. So, well, Twitter is beyond toxic.
Social media in general.
Yeah. You know, yeah. So it's I see some. God, dude, some shit. But you know, I guess that just does come with the internet in general.
Twitter's like the most ignorant because they don't have like a fucking filter. I mean, you can put whatever.
People just say whatever the
and it's
fuck
just
they
super
want.
quick. They don't have to think about it. They're just like boom, boom.
Makes me think that they're just throwaway accounts or something. Like,
how
can you just put yourself out there like that? Like,
a lot of people just going out there just to troll.
No, it's for real. And I like that shit though too. So like, it's funny as fuck. Yeah. So watching someone get trolled is hilarious.
Doing the trolling,
dude, right? Like, yeah, it's super real.
Get on.
Yeah, right.
Upset.
That's funny. Yeah. So sometimes I made some posts about grinding to dubstep, like, and it's so funny. Some people get butthurt thinking like, "Yo, don't grind to dubstep." It's like, obviously don't. It's just like, it's funny to watch people get trolled from it. Like, but yeah, that shit's hilarious, dude. But fuck Facebook.
On a more serious note, when's your guys' next show?
September 29th.
The earthquake one?
Earthquake weather, yeah. That's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dope show.
It's gonna be a dope ass
lineup.
Dude, that lineup is so sick, man. Yeah. Like, fuck, that's gonna be a lot of fun. And we played Los Globos, man, years ago. It's been years. We played with Framed Entertainment, and we our homie Jason, he used to put that on, and we played Los Globos, so it's gonna be really fun going back. They haven't been there in so long. They don't throw much shows there anymore either, so just earthquake weather as far as I understand. Yeah, and they started up not too long ago.
Yeah, the most recent one was at Ben's next year, like Brown. Yeah. That was pretty.
We didn't go to that, dude.
That was a good show.
Was it?
It was pretty dope. Yeah. So this one's probably.
I like the venue. It's unique.
Yeah. I like the fact that it has like the elevated stage.
Yeah, that's tight, dude. Yeah, I think that's really cool. Yeah. That's fun.
What's been like your favorite moment so far as art? I mean, as an individual and then as a duo, as an artist.
Beyond Wonderland.
I think Beyond Wonderland was definitely a highlight right there. Yeah, that's where everything really like it felt very solidifying, and then like at the same time it really like it made everything feel a lot more worth it, for sure. And like it was motivating too. It was a very motivating thing. So it
was crazy.
And my expectations were actually low because going to festivals. When you go to festivals, well, first of all, we were on day 2, so we went day 1, and we got there early. We went to the same stage that we'd be playing at, and there was like nobody there till like 7.
Yeah, because we opened.
We started at 5 on the second day.
Yeah, so when we first got there on the first day, we went there just to see how it was, and there was.
So I had my expectations low. No matter what, it was amazing. Like I was like, this is still an amazing opportunity. No matter what, I don't care how many people are there. But so my expectations were low with crowd size. But then like we started playing, and then like 15, 20 minutes in, like people started pulling up, and then like 30 minutes in, it was like, holy shit, there's like 400 people, and then like 40 minutes in, it was like 650 people. We were like, wow.
Yeah, for an art card.
Like at Beyond Wonderland, it was really cool to see. Like it was really cool to see.
Like festival versus like show. How does that compare?
Well, that was nuts for also just being treated as like being an artist and everything.
Because you kind of get the whole artist like deal. Like you get to go like to the artist area and shit. So like, but like actual show wise, like we played multiple Velasco shows, like 2,000 plus, and that nothing has compared to those for sure. Yeah. That's honestly insane. Some of them were probably pushing 2,800, and like that shit is a next level experience.
And, like everyone's up on the balconies, and there's like.
I kind of like you kind of like black out because it's just so crazy. Like you just. I don't know, like growing up, you're never like, oh, I'm gonna do something in front of that many people, like if anything, like not even like I don't know, just being around that many people. But it was just like everyone's looking at us, and like you kind of just like take yourself out of the situation until it's done, and then you're like, holy shit, that was crazy.
Yeah,
like,
what just happened?
Like, whoa, dude. Like, you're just like, you feel super light. And, like, you're just like, wow. Like, the adrenaline's insane.
But before we go on set, every single time, I'm just like...
He has a really hard time. Like,
I have, like, an anxiety
yeah.
And, but
no matter the size of the show.
The moment my USB goes in, everything just, like, completely goes away. And, like, I usually don't think of anything else. Like, honestly, I barely, like, the crowd, I don't even, like, remember faces. Like, I just sort of black out. But it's like,
that's kind of like,
he's like, on super ninja focus up there.
Yeah, yeah. Like, if someone, like, I'm just zoomed in.
Like, he always said, like, if there's tits in his face, he will have no idea.
Yeah, I'll have no.
Watch out.
Yeah. Wait, this transition needs to happen right now. But yeah, the crowd size definitely amplifies the feeling. So, like, I've heard, though, like, if you're at like a festival playing in front of like 10,000 plus, you like kind of disconnect from the crowd because it's kind of like you don't even really see faces.
After a certain point, it's like, all right,
that too, you know, over time. But like, it's still like like every time we DJ, no matter what the crowd size, no matter what the expectation, I always like. It always feels like it's my biggest show. Like, it's just like I feel like anxiety and all that shit. But it's just, you know. That's all part of it. I don't know if it'll go away at some point, but it doesn't matter. Like, you just get nervous. Like, that's just how it is.
I get mad anxiety.
All right. Well, let everybody know where we can find you guys. On social media.
Everything's /Marvels. MVRVELS. So SoundCloud.com/Marvels. Twitter.com/Marvels. Facebook, but that Facebook's whack, but still. Follow us on Facebook. Yeah, everything /Marvels. We've made it pretty simple for everyone. So even if you do a Google search, MVRVELS, everything.
Yeah, you'll find everything.
Next show, Earthquake.
Earthquake weather. If you guys can make it out to Vegas, also.
Yeah, Vegas.
October 18th.
October 18th.
In Vegas. Hard Rock Live. That's going to be really cool.
This was dope, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. This is cool.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Man.
Hey. Thanks, dudes. Good shit.
Hell yeah.
Smooth.
That was dope.
That was cool.
For real, bro.
Weird.
What you guys think?